Stage 1 Stagecoach all men's elite right now. Let's introduce these athletes. Lane number 1, we have Chris Bro and Colton Cunningham getting to work on the rope climbs. We'll go over stage description in just a moment. Lane 2, Nick Thayer and Matt Chan. Lane number 3, Clint Gower and David Merritt. Lane 4, Jared Halbert and Zach, aka Thor Rodman. And lane number 5, Jared Stevens and J. Paul Axtell. What these athletes will do is they start with 4 rope climbs, break them up however they want. That is the amount of rope climbs they have to do for the men's elite division. And then they will advance to our firing line. We have 3 rounds of 12 for the rifle, 3 rounds of 10 for the pistol. The firing sequence, the rifle will be shot with the hand guard in contact. So we'll get a little bit closer. Yep, you can see hand guard is on the barricade. Each athlete will pick a side, and then we'll advance over here. And you can see with the pistol, one athlete will have to use their left hand. The other athlete will have to use their right hand. And every round, the athletes will switch. So if you have a lefty and a righty on your team, they don't get to use their dominant hand every round. They will have to change. Jared Halbert getting back to the rig. Oh, there we go. Second set of 4 rope climbs, and then they will advance to our farmer's carry, which we'll talk about in just a moment. Right now, by about 1 rope climb in lane 3, Clint Gower and David Merritt are in the lead, maybe by just about 1 rope climb, with Jared Halbert and Zach Rodman close behind. We'll see who then advances to our farmer's carry. Both at just about the same time. You do have to either go over or under the rig before you advance to the farmer's carry. Something interesting about the farmer's carry, for the men's elite, it's 364 pounds between the weight of the actual axle bar and the pounds on there. What they have to do, though, they cannot carry the farmer's carry with the handles. They have to use part of the axle bar. When we were watching the first heat of men's elite, they were getting fatigued quite quickly. I think most of the teams dropped at least 3 times before they made it around. Nick Thayer, Matt Chan getting to work. We'll now advance over here as the teams come around. But this is going to be a super grip intensive workout. You think about carrying the farmer's carry and making sure you're going at the right cadence with your partner. If you start turning the handles, that is going to screw your partner in the back. We watched that happen once with a team in the first heat. And then also the rope climbs. Again, it's a little damp out today. It was raining, so grip fatigue with that. And then, of course, during the firing sequence, Jared Halbert getting to work on his 2nd round of the workout. 3 total rounds here. Clint and David also approaching their next round of our rope climbs. A 15-minute time cap on this one. That's what we're looking at today. If you cannot do rope climbs, the penalty is 5 hand release burpees over the side of the rig. And now advancing to the firing line for our second shooting sequence here, but still has to wait for his partner Zach here as he finishes his set. 4 total rope climbs. And there you could hear Zach reminding him that they do need to switch sides every single round. So again, 12 shots with their rifle, and then they will have 10 shots with their pistol. Jared Halbert, Zach Rodman currently in the lead for our men's elite, with Clint Gower and David Merritt close behind. And also Nick Thayer, Matt Chan approaching their second firing sequence. And now on that pistol, keeping in mind it is one arm. One athlete has to use their left hand, the other right. Jared will now advance as he waits for Zach to empty his pistol. Clearing procedure, all set. Jared already straight to work on those rope climbs. Looking good, looking strong. This is just their first event of the day. The elites will end the day with a beautiful 5-mile run. And when I say beautiful, it's beautiful to drive, maybe beautiful to walk. To run might be a different story. Clint and David now advancing to their rope climbs. But as they get one down, Zach and Jared have already completed all 4 of theirs. And they will now advance on their farmer's carry for the second time. We'll see if they can hang on the entire time or if they do have to take a break and reset. Quite a bit ahead of our second best team. They are now halfway through their entire circle, shaking out those hands. You can see grip fatigue is a huge factor in this one. But our second best team is now just approaching their farmer's carry. But this team right back to work. They truly are running away with this one. So far they've only taken 1 break. Just heard Zach say he's got to drop, shake it out. But they are well ahead. Our team in second, you can see all the way down, they have taken a break. But Jared and Zach already back to work as they approach their third and final round. Nick Thayer and Matt Chan are also on their second round of the farmer's carry. And that will be their final round of farmer's carry. The farmer's carry, they only have to do twice. Here we go. That is 2 of 4 rope climbs. Their last set here. And then 1 more firing sequence. 15-minute time cap here, folks, and we are less than 10 minutes into this stage. There they are. Last set here. As now we have Nick Thayer and Matt Chan were able to pass Clint Gower and David Merritt, gaining a little bit of time. Nick Thayer back to work has now taken the lead for second place in this second heat of the elite men. Matt Chan there on the rope. Other team, bit of a struggle to get those rope climbs. Might have to work to the burpee over the bar. Our second athlete can't complete all 4 for him. Nick Thayer now approaching the firing line for his last set. But we'll come back to Jared and Zach. Last set of pistols here.
Touch the rig, time stops.
Yep.
10:55.
10:55, our official score for our team. Let's go chat with them. Zach, how does your grip feel right now? Jared, how does your grip feel right now?
Feels pretty good. It was all right. We switched grip the farmer's handles, so we were holding it opposite directions. It was better, I think, than holding it just traditionally.
If you didn't lift at the same time, the bar would roll a little bit, but the forearm pump is real. I missed the rope on a grab after the second iteration.
So what was more difficult, the rope climbs or the farmer's carry?
First climb off the farmer.
Yeah. Whenever you came off the farmer's carry, the first rope climb was the hardest one. Nothing was ever really too hard. It just took time.
Just didn't blow on the second time with the farmer. We wanted to take a break over here because once your grip is gone, it doesn't come back. So we were kind of relighting it.
Was there any strategy when it came to deciding which athlete was going to be in the front of the farmer carry versus behind?
That was decided last year.
Last
in the front.
Yeah. No, it really just go into it with a strategy, and things wind up different when you're there, and you just kind of keep going. So.
And then finally, talking about the shooting element of this stage, how did it feel to shoot with your non-dominant hand?
Like this.
It got wild there at the end. I think if you look at the target, our last target's pretty crazy.
It's pretty rough. But I'll tell you honestly, the hardest part was timing your partner's shot. But that way it didn't bump the barricade and throw you. But other than that, it was fun.
Well, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
One stage done, a couple more to go.
Down, all of them to go.
Let's check in now with some of our other athletes still completing. Stage 1 of the day. Stagecoach. The grip fatigue. A couple other teams finishing up here under the time cap. Both Clint Gower, David Merritt, Jared Halbert, Nick Thayer and Matt Chan, all finishing under the time cap. Here, lane 1, Chris Brull, Colton Cunningham, getting to work with their last set of rope climbs, and then they will have one more firing sequence. We'll see if they can get it under the cap. We'll come here and check in with our time on the clock. Exactly 1 minute left. With one rope climb to go. But then all the way over here in lane 5, Jared Stevens and J. Paul Axtell, they are finishing their final firing sequence. Again, starting with the rifle before they can do their last 10 rounds of the pistol. As Zach and Jared told us, the last set was a little bit wonky from all of the grip fatigue. 15 seconds left. We'll see where we get at the time cap. Just letting them rip. We'll see if that ended up paying off for him. All right, y'all. Stage 1, our first one of the day in the books. With, as Jared said, or Zach said, all of the stages left for the weekend. We will be covering this on YouTube. We will be featuring one squad from every stage. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We'll check back in. Also follow us on Instagram. That's where we're going to have our athlete interviews as well as a full stage description. We'll check in with you guys shortly.